Good morning to everyone. In today's video, we are going to see the phase and group velocities. So for this, we have to know about minimum basics of our physics, especially our magnetic waveforms. Okay, waveforms, simple basics. What is the wavelength? What is the time period? Those things we have to understand. So, so when we go for the wavelength, okay, to know the wavelength, so whatever the AC waveform, okay, whatever the AC waveform, we know that it have the positive and negative peaks. So the simultaneous repetition of the positive and negative peaks, we call it as an AC waveform. In this, either you may consider the positive value or negative value. There will not be any issue. So the length between or the distance between either two maxima points of or either two maxima points or the distance between two minimum points. So maximum will be there in the positive sides and minimum will be there in your negative sides. The distance between the positive, okay, the presiding positive values or the negative values, we call it as wavelength of the given waveform. In the similar fashion, when you go for the time period, from going to the time period, we say that the how much time, okay, the how much time taken by this waveform to complete its cycle. How we say that the cycle, here it is started as positive, it travels along the negative direction, again it going to start, that means the same cycle is going to be repeated. So the how much time is taken to complete a cycle, we term that as a time period. We term that one as time period. So wavelength will be represented with lambda, wavelength, and time period is given for t. So here in the time period t, that means I can state it that from starting from here to here, it requires around duration of t. Okay, it requires the time period t to complete its cycle. Okay, in this cycle how much phase angle is varying differs. So here it is 0. When I take in on x-axis is the phase angle, here it is 0. Up to here, for the positive cycle it is up to 180 degrees. From negative direction it is supposed to travel another 180 degrees. That means total it completes around 360 degrees. Okay, in the time interval of t, it is completing around 360 degrees. That means there is a phase angle of 360 degrees. There is a phase angle change in 360 degrees. For a phase constant, okay, for phase constant beta, it is given as the whatever the phase angle variations, okay, whatever the phase angle variations happen per unit length, okay, per unit length. Here the phase angle variation for the duration of t is 2 pi. If I take for the unit length, means length we are represented in terms of lambda. So beta can I given it as 2 pi by lambda, okay, 2 pi by lambda. Here 2 pi will be given in terms of radians and wavelength is given in terms of meters. So beta will be represented in terms of radians per meter. So from this the wavelength can be given as 2 pi by beta. Okay, so this is wavelength in terms of your phase constant. Okay, so up to here we find out what is the wavelength and what will be your phase constant in relationship. So now we supposed to find out what is the velocity of propagation. So velocity of propagation means how much speed the wave is traveling, okay, along the transmission line or along the cable, how much speed the wave is moving. So here to find out the velocity, we supposed to find out at how many frequency, at what frequency the wave is repeating. So for example, this is the wave, this is taking, to complete this wave, okay, okay, it takes the duration of t. the same will be repeated. That means the same thing will be happens here also. Okay, at what frequency? For example, in the duration of 2 minutes, how many times this same cycle is going to be repeated? So we supposed to find out the frequency. The frequency is nothing but the inverse of your time period, we know that. Okay, at the same time, what is the length of this wave? Okay, what is the length of this wave? So velocity is given as length of, wavelength multiplied by how many times, the sequence of repetition, frequency. So lambda into f. Already we know the lambda in terms 2 pi by beta. So 2 pi by beta into f. So we already know that 2 pi f is nothing but your angular velocity. So omega divided by beta. So this is nothing but your velocity of propagation. Okay, well and good. So velocity of propagation we came to know. So velocity of propagation is nothing but omega by beta. Then what about your phase velocity and group velocity? So here the phase velocity is defined as the velocity, okay, the velocity with which the phase of the wave advances along the line. That means it is nothing but the wave, how much speed the wave is propagated along the line. In your transmission lines, the phase velocity and the velocity of propagation both will be same, because along the line the wave is going to be transmitted. Along the line the wave is supposed to be transmitted. There will not be any distortions there. Okay, it will not be any separate another waveforms. But when you go for the wavegates we already seen, it will be provided in your satellite communications. Okay, in satellite communication wavegates will be comes into the pictures. So in the wavegates we are having the multiple number of frequencies, and it will be varies. So velocity of propagation and phase velocity will be varies in your wavegates. But in your transmission line the wave supposed to be travels with the velocity of phase velocity. Can I stated this one as wave velocity is nothing but your v suffix p in your transmission lines. Well and good. Then here till now I stated only one point. In this waveform we are having only one wave. Okay, in this waveform we are having one wave. For example, if this wave consists of 2 or 3 subwaves, that means a group of waves. The best example is your radio frequencies. For example, if I am interested to tune in FM channel, okay, if I am interested to tune a FM channel, I have at my radio receiver, at the radio receiver there will be multiple number of waveforms. There will be multiple number of signals, wave signals. But based upon the tuning, okay, based upon your radio tuning, we can able to receive the particular waveform, okay, particular signal of your radio station. The same thing will be happens if the waveform consisting of multiple of waves, that group of waves at which velocity they are traveling, we call it as a group velocity. So the main concept is your phase velocity. The same group, whatever the group of waveforms are there, if they are traveling with the same velocity, we call it as group velocity. Okay, but here the main important thing is how you are supposed to find out how you are supposed to solve out in numerical. Okay, so here we are just considering the same numerical. Okay, so in the previous case we solved out a numerical by considering the secondary constants and calculated the primary constants. In the given problem right now we are considering the primary constants, but we are supposed to find out what is your secondary constants along with what is your phase velocity. So please, you have to you can follow the same procedure, there will not be any issue. Okay, so previous cases I can directly solve out by either by using the multiplication or division, but right now we supposed to find out z0, alpha, beta. Okay, so here what they provided? R, L, C, G values and the frequency f as 1 kilohertz. Okay. So we know Z0 is nothing but square root of root over R plus J omega L divided by G plus J omega C. We know that one. We know R value, L values, G, C value. The whole leftover term is omega. What is omega? Omega is nothing but 2 pi f. So simply substitute those values and find out your omega. So omega is given in radians per second. I know omega. So for making it as an ease of convenience, instead of finding j omega L in every step, that means in finding the z naught or alpha, beta, I am supposed to find out what is j omega L. So for that reason, I just find out these two terms in advance, and later I just simply substitute those values. Okay, so now I just solve out the problem. So 2 pi f, 2 into 3.14 into 10 power 3. So 10 power 3. So 6280 radians per second. It is multiplied with 2.2. It is multiplied with 2.2 into 10 power minus 3. It is around 13.816. Similar fashion, we supposed to find out what is your j omega c. Omega into 0.05 into 10 power minus 6. So it is around 3.14 into 10 power minus 6. So for a ease of convenience, you can keep it as 10 power minus 6 as common thing, because here also we have the 10 power minus 6 G value as micro mho. Okay, micro mho. So to keep it as a common value, you may give it as 31 point. So J 31.4 into 10 power minus 6. So to make it as an ease of convenience. So here you are supposed to find out your Z0, alpha and beta values. So Z0 equals to square root of, I have the R value as a 6. Okay, R value as a 6. And J omega value already I find out 13.816. And G value as 0.05 into 10 power minus 6. And J omega C value already find out. So now we supposed to calculate what will be this value. Okay, what will be this value. So for that to divide it two complex values, to divide two complex values, we come across with a form mode, complex and shift mode. For the down arrow 3, I supposed to want this answer in complex itself. Okay, so first I am going to divide 6 plus 13.816 shift I in the denominator. In denominator I can take it out common, 10 power minus 6. So I am not writing that. So 0.05 plus 31.4 shift I. Okay. So whatever the answer you are getting, so multiplied with 10 power 6. So you are getting the answer, you just multiplied. Further the square root is there, don't forget that one. Okay, now for doing the square root for the complex element, for rectangular element, it is somewhat difficult. Better convert this answer, okay, convert this answer into polar. So I'm converting this. So this is the value I'm getting in terms of polar. 4796.99.96 angle minus 23. So this is the thing. So if I want to find out a square root for this value, what is the procedure? I can simply square root of 479699.96. So if I do the square root, I can get the value. What about angle? How to convert the angle? I can simply divide by 2. 23.38 divided by 2. It will be around 11.69. This is characteristic impedance. So I can give it as, okay. So this is angle of minus 11.69. So we find out Z naught. Now we supposed to find out your gamma. So whatever the gamma propagation constant is nothing but alpha plus I beta or j beta. So already I know the r plus j omega l, g plus j omega l. Directly simply convert these two things into rectangular first. So find out directly your rectangular element and take the square root, and you can get your alpha and beta values. Already I solved the previous thing, and that's why I'm not again repeating this, because it will be somewhat lengthy. So everyone, please try to solve by your own to get your alpha and attenuation constants and phase constants. These are the values per kilometer, because they mention the R, L and G, C values per kilometer. That's why the alpha and beta values were also per kilometer. Now in the problem they mentioned for the length 100 kilometers, determine alpha and beta. So suppose you're supposed to find out alpha and beta for when length equals to 100 kilometers, and they ask you to find out what is your phase velocity. So phase velocity, what is the formula? Omega divided by beta. So omega is nothing but 6280 divided by, what is your beta value? 0.0212. So it is around 296. Okay, it is around 296 into 10 power 3 into 10 power 3. So can I give it as in kilometers per second? So from the equations I can get phase velocity in the terms of kilometers per second. Okay, so thank you. Hope you may understand.